Hey, this draffet in this draft store. Like I said, this week was going to be on fitness. I'm doing it this week off my camera, so you guys get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Alright, I've been working out since I was been about 14. When I started, I did it with push-ups, sit-ups, 16-pound bowling ball in a travel bag, and 2 stools. We had one stool that I actually had it where I could grip it and use it for bench presses and a few other things. Didn't have my first weight set until I was 17. Now, a lot of the exercises I ended up learning about was from high school gym classes, which I had a lot. Then I've also had a rowing machine and a number of other workout paraphernalia over the years, ranging from an ab. I want to say it's an ab glider, but I'm not really sure. It was just pretty much sat in it, grabbed it with handles, and then rocked back and forth. Jackie Chan's cable flex, the original P90. I actually did try doing that for a little while. Didn't last too long because I've got a bum ankle. But like I said, I've had, currently I have a rowing machine. Weights, right around 70 pounds worth of weights. So you can see, which I actually will sit down and do curls and warm up curls and everything for a little bit. I've done everything from full body workouts 3 to 4 days a week to split sets. Split sets being chest and tries, back and bis, legs and stomach. I never supersetted exercises or pyramid setted. Meaning you go up to a certain number, then you go back down a certain number in the workout. Never been a big guy, I'll be honest about that, and I've also never been too muscular. I am actually when I was from 14 to 30, what was termed ectomorph. The 3 terms are ecto, endo, and mesomorph. Ectomorph, if I'm correct, endo and ecto I'm having a little fuzzy on, but more or less what it is you have a hard time putting weight on. You're skinny, and no amount of food and working out allows you to put the weight on as quickly as, say, a mesomorph, which is, it's like real easy for them. So I had, have the issues trying to put weight on. I mean, I've tried weight gainers. Next week, when I do supplement diet, I'll get into those a little bit more to try to help me put the weight on. I've done, body weight workouts, like I said, push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, squats, dips, with unweighted dips. Currently, now I've got a couple of workouts that I've actually contemplating doing, but currently these are actually, now what I do is, because one of them does have weights, I vary what the exercises are done. This one here, and this first part the first one is, and I don't have any affiliation. I did it because I was actually trying to try out for it. The Tough Mudder workout. This is 16 exercises. For more or less what I do is 16 exercises with a minute, give or take, each exercise to 15 seconds off, and then I go next to the next exercise. The other one is 3 1, 2, and 3 for the Z-Wow from Susanna Light, who's also on YouTube. And the first day of the Metro Dash. Metro Dash 1, I've been contemplating to do because actually I'm hoping to do the Metro Dash. But whether it works out that I get to do it this year or not, that's one of my goals. Now my biggest problem is that I get bored easy. The only things I don't get bored easy are the internet and television. I used to bike about 10 years ago for like 3 or 4 years, about 5 miles a day. And then after a while, I just started getting bored of going to the same places over and over again. But here's my take on it. With fitness, you got to do it to what makes you feel good. And, there's so many gimmicks and stuff out there. Workouts between, Insanity, PS90, X, Tybo, and all this. You just got to do what works for you. And what I mean by that is, I'm not, I don't have like a sport that I do on my free time. But if I was, I'd work my workouts to the specific sport, whether it be football, softball, dodgeball leagues, bodybuilding. Here's the one thing. If you ever see a whole lot of the, and I'll cover this a little bit more in the diet, most of the diets that they have out there are specifically aimed at the bodybuilding aspect. The Arnold, and the fitness models. I would love to be ripped, but at decent weight. I'm not talking like 220 and solid, muscle ripped. I'm more at 180 and solid ripped. I've never been big about getting huge, and when I mean huge, I mean like Arnold size. I've been always more looking towards like Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee fit, or a gymnast fit, where it's a little bit more functional muscle than power lifter, just being able to lift and throw heavy things, so that in my daily life I don't get an injury just from bending down and tying my shoe. Now with that doesn't necessarily mean I've been fit, because I haven't. The last couple of years I've been noticing a whole lot of things in my health issue range that have restricted me to certain types of workouts. Like I used to be able to do squats regularly, and I've actually had to reduce it down because of back issues and knee issues. I love doing jump rope. I used to be able to do at least 5 minutes of jump rope without, before I started having issues. Because of my ankle, I have a hard time doing like a minute without having to stop because it aggravates it. So, and like the rowing machine, as much as I'd love to do a lot more of it, I'm having issues with my one shoulder. So you have to tailor it to what you can do physically, also to what you're looking for. Okay, if you're going for a marathon or a triathlon or decathlon, you aim your workouts to that. And like I said, everything works. Okay, on the internet you can find all sorts of information on the subject. One internet guru telling you this, telling you that. For the most part, everything works. You just have to apply yourself to it to get the results you're looking for. And to quote, like I said, Bruce Lee, do not live to everybody else's expectations. Live to your own. With that, next week I said it was being diet and fitness. our diet and supplements. So I'll go over, my bad diet and the supplements I do use and I have used. This draffet store, have fun.